Imagine a garage being sold for over 2 million rand, a mere garage with a bit of storage space. Well, imagine no more. There is a listing for a garage in Bantry Bay, Cape Town, for 2.2 million rand. Parking in the city of Cape Town is now so scarce and has become expensive and mirrors what's been happening with the wider property sector in the area. Well, to discuss these developments, possible investment opportunities and the impact on ordinary people, I'm joined by Carlo Mariani. He's a property entrepreneur and founder of The Property Coach. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. So this is a crazy state of affairs when a mere garage can be marketed for over 2 million rand in Cape Town. With parking space quite limited in the city, what sort of prices are people having to pay in the CBD, for example?
Well, I'm afraid to say that it might not be as crazy as you might say, or a lot of people might think. In actual fact, supply and demand are the drivers of prices. And if you look at specifics around Bantry Bay, Clifton, Camps Bay, clearly there is a massive shortage of supply, and that's not going to change anytime soon. So whoever's going to buy that parking bay might easily do the best deal of the year, or the best deal of the decade. I clearly remember having lunch in 2000 in Camps Bay and looking at one of those windows of an estate agency, looking for the first time at a house being listed in Camps Bay for $1 million. And the reaction was, well, that is insane. That is crazy. Now, those very same houses are selling for 10, 12, 15 million rand. So be very careful saying property prices are too high or garage prices are too high. Cape Town has got a tremendous amount of potential moving forward further for appreciation of prices across different assets in the residential property market space.
Yeah, we'll get onto that in a short while. But, you know, at the end of the day, you talk about, you know, demand and supply and the market, laissez-faire, but ultimately, ordinary people have to navigate the streets of Cape Town. What is the city of Cape Town doing to ameliorate this situation? Because obviously it becomes quite expensive for people to do business and to work there.
Well, I think that the only solution is clearly to continue to invest in the public transport system so that people don't have to rely on motor vehicles as much as we are doing now. But for those that will continue to rely on motor vehicles, I'm afraid I've got bad news. Parking bays will remain expensive, will grow even more expensive. Parking is going to get more expensive. That's not going to change anytime soon. If you look at the reality of overseas, where sometimes I'm blessed to spend some time, what those prices that we are paying in Cape Town nowadays are actually very cheap compared to big comparable, call it mega cities and places of tourism and luxury tourism like Cape Town is and will continue to be.
Yeah, you touched on it earlier. Just give us a picture of the market dynamics at play in the property sector at large in Cape Town and the extent to which the phenomenon of semigration has played a role.
Well, I think semigration is one of the drivers, but there is no doubt that Cape Town will continue to attract both local and international visitors, and people want to enjoy the lifestyle in Cape Town. Very recently, there's a new index in terms of global nomad workers, and Cape Town is featuring the top 20 globally. So together with the upcoming reduction in interest rates, with increased confidence that you spoke about on the show earlier on, I think we are very likely to be at the start of a new cycle in the property market, particularly in Cape Town and in the Western Cape. And those that are buying now are going to look into 10 years or 15 years, and they're going to be very pleased that they bought assets and properties in Cape Town, in the right areas of Cape Town.
Yeah. So to come to your passion, since you are a property entrepreneur, is property so overpriced in Cape Town that there's a little investment case for property investment, or are there pockets of opportunity? And if so, where do you see them?
Well, there's definitely massive pockets of opportunities. A very simple approach to follow those pockets is to follow the big money. look at where the big corporates, the big developers, the building is taking place. And if you look at areas like Sea Point and Green Point in particular, I'm exceptionally optimistic and excited about the prospects in those two specific areas, possibly more than CBD, at least over the next, let's say, 5 to 7 years.
All right, Carlo, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for those insights. That was
Pleasure.
Carlo Mariani. He's the property entrepreneur and founder of Property Coach.